Parents, what's the worst way your kid accidentally exposed you? Last night, my son Johnny walked into the living room holding one of those health magazines kids absolutely should not be reading. And immediately, I knew trouble was coming. Because whenever a child starts silently reading adult material, there's always about a 30-second countdown before your life gets ruined. Johnny sat beside me on the couch flipping through pages way too carefully for a 7-year-old. Then he stopped, squinted at a picture, and asked, "Dad, why do grown-ups like exercising in bed so much?" Bro, I nearly inhaled my drink. From the kitchen, I suddenly heard complete silence. Which was terrifying because my wife had been loudly cooking literally 2 seconds earlier. Out of the corner of my eye, I could actually see her slowly leaning around the doorway trying to hear my answer. Now I'm panicking, because Johnny asked questions the way reporters ask questions. Loudly, publicly, and always at the worst possible moment. So I cleared my throat and tried to sound calm. "Well, buddy, exercise keeps adults healthy and happy?" Johnny nodded slowly like I'd just unlocked ancient wisdom. "Oh," he said. "I want to be healthy and happy too." I forced a laugh. "You will be someday, when you're older and married." Honestly, at this point, I thought I was handling the situation pretty well. Then Johnny smiled innocently and asked, "So when I grow up, my wife will exercise with me too?" "Hopefully," I said. Big mistake, because suddenly Johnny's face lit up like he finally solved a puzzle. And then he asked, "Then why does our neighbor Sally only exercise with you when Mom goes grocery shopping?" I swear my soul left my body. The entire house went dead silent. No sizzling from the kitchen. No TV noise. Nothing. I slowly turned toward my wife, who was now standing completely still holding a wooden spoon like she was debating whether or not it counted as a weapon. Meanwhile, Johnny's just sitting there casually flipping pages like he didn't just drop a nuclear bomb on our marriage. I forced out the weakest laugh imaginable. "Haha, what?" Johnny looked confused. "You know," he said, "Sally comes over when Mom leaves." Bro, at this point I'm fighting for my life. My wife folded her arms immediately. "Johnny," she said slowly, "what exactly do they do?" "And this kid? This absolute menace?" Answered instantly. "They wrestle in your room." Nah, I couldn't even speak anymore. My wife just stared at me with that terrifying calm expression people get right before somebody ends up sleeping in their car. I started panicking. "Okay, first of all," but Johnny interrupted me again. "And sometimes Dad tells me not to tell you because it's an adult workout." Ain't no way. I closed my eyes immediately because there was genuinely no recovering from that sentence. My wife looked at me. I looked at the floor. Johnny kept reading his magazine completely unaware that he just detonated our entire evening. Finally, my wife asked the question I was dreading. "So," she said quietly, "do you want to explain? And listen, there are moments in life where your brain searches desperately for a miracle. This was one of them." Then suddenly Johnny looked back up again and said, "Oh wait, never mind." Both of us froze. Johnny pointed at the magazine proudly. "It wasn't Sally. It was Aunt Kelly." Bro, that somehow made it worse. Way worse. Now my wife wasn't even angry anymore. She just looked disappointed. Which honestly, is so much scarier. I ended up sleeping on the couch that night trying to explain that wrestling wasn't what Johnny thought it was. She didn't believe a single word. And to this day, whenever family comes over, Johnny still randomly asks me if I'm done exercising with Aunt Kelly. Kids really will expose absolutely everything.